Okay, my breathing. This is after, straight after. I'm going to pause and then give myself a minute to see what my breathing does. Okay, so my breath came back after more than a minute's rest. I was very surprised because I am trying to skip without the double hop. I don't know how I could do it now, but it's quite a big body bend, whereas when I double hop in the skip, it is just a light work. I wonder, I'm curious, now I'm very curious. Is the single hop, it's working my calves, because my calves are getting sore. Thank goodness for carnivore, so they don't stay sore for long. But it's working my calves. But do I want a big, hard calves? I don't think I want big, hard calves. I don't know why. Why am I skipping? Why am I skipping? What am I skipping for? Oh, I want to get a bounce. So big, hard calves are not going to give me the bounce. I want to get a bounce so that I can dismount off a horse. Because while I was pre-carnivore, I couldn't dismount off a horse, like just plop off and land on my feet and bounce. I would have to either get off onto a mounting block so I wouldn't have to land hard, especially with my knee, but all my joint pains that I had pre-carnivore. But I actually want to be able to fling my leg over the saddle and just land on my feet with a bit of a bounce, so that's why I'm skipping. I'm not skipping to build calf muscles, and I'm also skipping because I want to build cardio. I want to build that word. That's what I want to do. But yeah, so it's very interesting how a simple exercise can become quite complicated, and how the other reason why I'm skipping is I want to strengthen the muscles around my bad knee, so that the muscles around the bad knee can actually carry the bad knee, and straighten my hip up. Because in horse riding, if your hip is tight, my bad knee hip is lower than my good knee hip. So when I'm sitting on the horse, it's not as bad when I'm sitting on the horse, because then I can realign my seat. But the thing is, it's not naturally balanced. So I did notice in this video that I'm posting that there seems to be more of a levelness in the height of my knees. So there isn't a bend of that knee. So yeah, so maybe the single bounce, I'm going to do both. I'm going to do the double hop because I find it easy to do and less stressful on my breath. The single hop, I have to use a lot more. I don't know which part of my body I'm actually using, but I'm having to hinge my hips, and I think I'm using my shoulders to lift myself up, and I don't think that's how you do. That's not how you get airtime. I think you get airtime do I get airtime from my calves? No, I will tell you how you get airtime. You get airtime by loading your ligaments with latent, and then they release you up. So it's loading those ligaments and releasing up. So maybe the single hop will cause me to load my ligaments. I need to find somebody that's as interested in this kind of information with regards to skipping, using it as a posture realignment exercise, as I do, because I'm an equine body worker, so I should know these things for the human. But I obviously, if you studied horses and you think horses, it's different. But the horses, a correct way of riding with a horse. And you get some horses, some humans that school horses in the correct way, and then the horse gets airtime, bounce, airtime, and they elevated quite high above the ground. If you're riding them incorrectly, heavy on the forehand, or not activating the core, not so much the core, but the lower fascia. If you're not activating the fascia, and it's not about core, because remember, too much core turns you into a bodybuilder, and you don't have the flexibility and suppleness that you need in a horse and a horse rider. So interestingly enough, that's what what my focus is: suppleness and flexibility and bounce, airtime. Okay, all very interesting. Here's my skipping video that I did after I caught my breath. Well, I'm putting it on now, but okay. No editing today.